Well, technically. Somebody's secret came out, and I feel like somebody is relieved about it. Hierophant, 3 of Swords. There could be somebody who is a little disappointed, or maybe even a little bit heartbroken with this 3 of Swords. You know, it's like somebody maybe, you know, would like to have seen something a little bit different, or maybe they didn't see somebody in a certain, you know, see something about a certain person, and they're just like, you know what, I don't care. I'm just glad it's done. I don't want to hide it. You know, this is it. You know, that's kind of what I'm getting. I keep getting that, and this sun keeps popping out everywhere. Somebody's just very, very happy. Somebody's just happy. 3 of Wands in reverse. 3, 3. So it's the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands. What's that? That's a beautiful card. I haven't really fully, really looked at these cards, but man, that is beautiful. Look at that 10 of Pentacles. Is that not one of the most beautiful 10 of Pentacles you've ever seen? 7 of Wands. Emperor. Somebody is like, I don't really care what you do. I'm not changing my decision. I'm not going back on this. Okay? So there could be somebody who may be wanting to force another person to do something. And they're like, no, I'm not doing it. You know? You do whatever you got to do. I don't care. You know? I'm not doing it. I'm not budging. You know? That's what this 7 of Wands in reverse is to me. So 7 of Wands in the upright would be somebody who's just like, you know, you know, I'm fighting this off, you know, but you know what? It probably is best. I don't really belong here. I'm just gonna kind of move on, you know. Whereas in the 7 of Wands in reverse is like, I'm not budging. I got every right to be here, you know. So somebody could have been like, somebody maybe found out something about another person, or maybe somebody's just like, because I was getting that aspect of, you know, man, I'm just so glad, you know, this is done. I don't care. You know what? This is who I am. You know what? It is what it is. You know, as soon as I walk in, I take off all my clothes, you know, and I'll just leave them right here. You know, it's like, you know, it's just kind of like, it could be like a certain aspect about a certain person that, you know, let's say you're dating somebody and, you know, I don't wash dishes every night. You know, I'm not saying that it's that petty, but to somebody else, that could be a big deal. To some people, that could be a deal breaker. I mean, it's kind of silly, but to me, it's silly. But to somebody else, somebody who doesn't wash dishes every night, it could be a deal breaker, and it's a big deal to them. You know, personally, I think there's more important things to worry about. But then again, who am I to judge that person for, you know, having that pet peeve? You know, do I think it's something that minor? No, but it's like a certain aspect about somebody that maybe they've been hiding. And they're just like, thank God it's out. And this person's like, you know, well, you know, and you're like, you know what, this is just who I am. You're going to have to like it. And you know what, I think that you do like it because it's the Queen of Wands here. So, you know, you like it. You know, you're going to stick with me because you know you're hot for me. You know you want me. I'm not going anywhere. You know, and that's kind of what that is. If somebody's like, you know what, I don't even care. I love you regardless. I love you regardless. You know, it's okay. You know, find out somebody stole something back in 1989. They were arrested for shoplifting, you know, when they were 15. Oh, it's the crime of the century. You know, I don't care. I love you regardless. Okay, that's what that is. Now, this 2 of Cups in the reverse, could it be, and you got the 3 of Swords, could it be somebody cheated? Yeah, it could be. It can be a number of different things. You know, it could be somebody coming out of the closet. You know, I don't want to be with this person because I like this. You know, it doesn't matter. I love you regardless. You know, that's what that is. So take this however it resonates for you. And then there's another person who's just like, you know what, this is just who I am, or this is just the way it is. You know, I can't change. This is who I am. All right. Page of Swords, Nine of Cups. There could be somebody that's having trouble with something. Now, if it is a cheating scenario, because like I said, you do have the Two of Cups in reverse. And it doesn't even have to be that. It doesn't, for me, Two of Cups in reverse doesn't necessarily mean cheating. You do have the Three of Swords, you know. Three of Wands reverse. Well, we could say that, yeah. But it doesn't have to be. It could just be the fact that two people broke up. And it's painful. That's it. It doesn't have to be cheating. You know, Three of Swords is just a heartbreak. Doesn't always mean that it's a third party situation. And that could be what that is. I love you regardless. I keep getting that. I love you regardless. All right. Six of Cups. All right, let's get one more. I'm getting a whole bunch of different scenarios. That's why I keep kind of coming up with them. Because there's a lot of people that are probably having a lot of revelations. And then again, everyone has New Year's resolutions. There could be some people who are just like, you know what? I've been in the closet too long. I got to tell everyone. You know, or it could be, you know what? All this time I thought I just can't do this anymore, this relationship anymore. Or you know what, I've had a problem, you know, with this or whatever. I can't anymore. My New Year's resolution is to just kind of be more open and honest and forthcoming, and to just let people know that this is who I am, and they just have to accept me for who I am. That's what this is. It's actually, I mean, it sounds bad, I mean, you know, with this stuff up here, but it's actually pretty beautiful. Even if it is like a cheating scenario. It's time to let, you know, do I agree with it? No. Absolutely not. I've been cheated on before. It's horrible. It's painful. But if it is something like that, or maybe it's something where somebody's like, you know what? I don't want to cheat on you, so I'm breaking up with you. Because I feel like this. Or I don't feel like this anymore. I'm feeling something else. And, you know, I'm sorry. You know, it could be something like that. So I realize I'm kind of like, but again, I'm getting so many different messages because I feel like it has something to do probably with New Year's resolutions where people are going to start being open and honest. Okay. So, Two of Wands. It's actually really good. You know what? These cards, man, these cards, they're so beautiful. The readings that I'm getting with these are so beautiful. Knight of Pentacles, Eight of Swords. The Knight of Pentacles is in reverse. So there is someone who's having a difficult time with it. And things are generally painful at first. They always are. You know, even if you can still be happy with somebody and still have an incredibly broken heart. Okay, example. I keep thinking about this. So I'm going to give this example. When I came out to my mom, you know, I was terrified to say anything to her. She was considerably older than me. So, you know, I just wasn't sure. And she, when I told her, she was like, I just want you to be happy, you know. And then she was just like, oh, thank God, you know, and whatever. But she never even saw it. Whereas most of my family, you know, they suspected it. They had their suspicions. My mom was oblivious. So to her, it was very much a shock. And she was okay with it. And then she went around to tell, you know, everyone in the family, which is what they do in my family. Everyone knows everything. And most people were just like, well, yeah, I know. I suspected it. You know? But then after like 24 hours or so set in, 48 hours set in, I was home and I received a call from her. And she was crying. She was like, I want grandbabies. You know, this mean, and she thought that you know, that I wouldn't be able to do that, you know, which of course I had to alleviate those fears that, you know, there's always that still possibility, and that could be what somebody's going through, you know, after some time sets in, it's kind of scary. You know, you think about, the other person can think about, how is this going to affect my life, you know, because my mom, my family, My family loves children, grandchildren. That's what they like. They love that, you know. So how did it affect their life knowing that, you know, I'm not, you know, heterosexual? So it affected them because it broke their heart, you know. Not that they disliked me, you know, they still loved me, but they were kind of hoping to have a little Gracie running around, you know. So, and that's what somebody right here is going through. Not that that's what somebody's situation is, but whatever this is, you know. Another example, I broke up with a guy I was dating many, many years ago. Many, many years ago. We were together for 10 years, you know. Great guy. I mean, look, you know, we were both young. We were both an ass to each other at some times. You know, we did it, you know, whatever. But we were together for 10 years. And when we broke up, I was like part of his family, and he was part of, you know, my family. You know, and my nieces and nephew, my niece and nephew, you know, had a very hard time with that because they were just little kids, and they always knew him as their uncle, you know. And that's what that could be too. So take it however it resonates for you. I'm just hoping that my examples help you to maybe understand where other people are coming from, you know. Not that people aren't happy for you or want you to be happy, but you know, it tends to break their own heart too, to a certain degree, you know, because it does affect every decision that we make affects everyone's life in some degree. And a lot of people, humans are creatures of habit. And when you're doing things a certain way or a particular way, it's kind of hard to kind of, you know, sidestep it and do something completely different. It's uncomfortable. So it's up to us a lot of times, whoever's giving this different news that somebody's hearing, try to understand, you know, where they're coming from. I feel that they very much love you, but it does still break their heart, you know, to a degree. Anyway, that's what I got. Yeah, I don't really want to do anything else. You got the Ace of Cups there. Yeah, I don't really want to... I feel like the message kind of got through. So, I don't know. That's pretty much it. But I feel like there's going to be a lot of things that are kind of happening as far as, you know, New Year's resolutions and people kind of like being more authentic. And that's what that is. Showing more self-love. Ace of Cups for me is incredible self-love. I love you, but I have to love myself more. And I can't put up a facade for everyone else. And that's what that is. So, whatever it is, you know. Everyone deserves time. Everyone deserves time. And they deserve a chance. They deserve a chance to be able to let them chew on it for a little while. And then swallow it and then digest it. They deserve that. Let them have that, you know. Sometimes people just really need, they're not going to automatically, oh, okay. They just need some time because it could be affecting their life, you know, in some degree. So, showing love for yourself to be who you are authentically and becoming and telling your honest truth about whatever it is, but also showing a great amount of compassion and love for that person to understand that, you know, it's going to be different for them too. Not seeing their favorite uncle, you know, or not being able to have what they think or perceive as grandbabies, you know, whatever your scenario is. Whatever your scenario is. So, that's pretty much it. Like, comment, share, follow. Hit the thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. And hit your notification bell. Happy New Year. Have a good one.